I have no idea what I was gonna say. Holy cabooses, Tom, you're getting married. I want to say thank you for giving me the honor to speak at your wedding. I wish I could be there. But I just wanted to share with everyone first the story about how Tom and I met. Tom and I met on the school bus home, and the school bus ride is roughly about an hour long, and we're going from Osan Air Base back to Pyeongtaek, and then we spent the whole school bus ride arguing about something. And then when we got off the school bus, we would walk uphill. It would be taking us about 30 minutes to get just to walk home, and we spent that time arguing also. And it wasn't until we came to the fork in the road, and Tom realized he lived on the left side of the fork, and I realized I lived on the right side of the fork, that hey, you know, because we live so close together, we should just be friends. And that was probably one of the best days of my life. That had the biggest amount of impact and influence, and I never really realized it until I got older. And from that day on, you and I just became best friends. So Tom, then in the 6th grade, we moved away. We went back to the States, and I was pretty devastated. I didn't have my best friend with me anymore, and it was quite sad. I couldn't find anyone else to fill that role. And when I had a chance to move back to the States, I recalled where your dad was stationed at, so I called that military base, and I pretty much called, I don't know how many people to find your dad. And I'm sure your dad was a bit perplexed when I called and found him, and asked for his home phone number so I could call you. And then after that, you know, we stayed in touch on and off for a little bit. And again, you know, normally I would only call when, you know, when I felt bad or needed someone to talk to and cheer me up. And you were always there for it. And then when you moved to Germany, I decided that when my dad's term was up to either go to Korea or Germany, I would fight really hard to convince my parents, like, hey, you should go to Germany because it would be a new experience. When in reality, really, I just thought it would be one of those chances, like, hey, I can go and see my best friend Tom again. So when that time came, you know, I fought with my parents and convinced them that we should go to Germany, and we did. I'm so happy that you found someone as amazing as Kayo. Any woman who can put up with both you and me. It's definitely a keeper. I can remember when I first met her, how we hit the streets of Korea, and one of the first things we did was we went out and we thought we would help the Korean economy by collecting flyers from all the street vendors, and then she was so kind enough to get me a mug, Starbucks coffee shop there in Busan. And then one of my favorite nights was when we all went out and played Titanic, and she was just an amazing person just to be around. She's very, very electric, very contagious to just be happy to be around her. And I remember thinking to myself, like, wow, you know, this is someone that I would consider to be like a best friend to myself, and how lucky, Tom, you must be to actually have a woman like this in your life that's good enough to be a best friend as well as your future wife. So Tom, if I had to give you one piece of advice about your marriage, and this is what it would be, I'd really suggest that you would make sure to and I hope that you take that one piece of advice to heart. I'm so happy that you found. Are we gonna lose that? Holy cabooses, Tom! I think my face was wrong. I think I looked pretty like I was scowling. Let's try it again. Hey, Tom. Tom, that's what I call him now. Are you filming?
Yeah.
Let's do it again.